it's going to sound Dodger heavy. Rays had a good game. They changed their lineup. They put better players in. It worked. As far as the Dodgers loss go, I mean, if you're a Dodgers fan, I don't think this beats you up at all. You still.
Ooh, I disagree. I disagree, Jim.
They pitched no one, heavily. Trev. They pitched no one.
Yeah, but why? Why? What was the reason for them pitching nobody?
Because they thought they could.
I don't understand.
Well, you're right. The Yankees did do this, and it fucked them, but it was a shorter series. They thought that if they steal this game. So Game 3 has been proven to be the most pivotal game in these longer series. Either you're up 2-0, and then you win the third game, and then you've cemented the victory, basically. Or it's tied 1-1, and you need to win momentum again. So that's why you see a lot of teams put a really good starter 3 instead of 2, especially with the off day. So Buehler.
Why a bullpen day? Why do you need a bullpen day here? I don't understand.
They don't have a fourth starter.
I just.
Would you rather Game 4 be the bullpen day?
They do have a fourth starter. They do have a fourth starter.
Who?
Okay, he didn't look great last night. Dustin May.
They don't use him that way. They haven't used him that way all postseason.
Well, they could piggyback
and he's not
him.
good.
They could piggyback him and Gonsolin.
I think the thing is
becomes a fourth starter.
With the way the off days are built and the way the 7-game series go, you'd rather your bullpen day be Game 2 than 3 or 4. Those are more important games. So
I don't understand that thinking. Maybe there's some math in there that I'm not doing. It's not a math pod, but to me, it's like, dude, you want to face Charlie Morton 1-1 and have a chance to go down 2-1. I think that's their Rays' best starter right now.
Me too.
He's had success against the Dodgers before. Like, man,
they consider Buehler their best starter. He's been their number 1 in a lot of these short series, and they move him to 3. So.
It would have been cool to see Buehler versus Snell last night. How about that? 4 days rest for Buehler. I think he would have came out, and that would have been a good matchup. Then you go Urias versus Morton. I don't know. I just think that was a weird thing for them to do.
Yeah.
But clearly they had a reason for it.
Game 3 is going to be disgusting. I mean, everyone's going to jump on Buehler's dick because we do. We like him, and he's been special and is special. Charlie Morton's postseason numbers are better. Charlie's been a freak, man. So this Game 3 is going to be awesome. We're still in Game 2 for now. And, Jimmy, I'm going to come back at you on the Dodgers thing, too, because I think...
Well, I didn't even get to finish my point.
Finish your point.
Gonsolin, Floro, Victor Gonzalez, Dustin May, Joe Kelly, Alex Wood, McGee. None of those are part of a victory formation for the Dodgers. None of them.
I think Joe Kelly, Dustin May, and Gonsolin have to pitch important innings this series, and all those guys gave up runs.
I don't think they do for the Dodgers to win.
I think they do.
I think you go Buehler to Gratterall, Treinen, Kenley. Then you flip it to Urias, Gratterall, Treinen, Kenley, and then hopefully if you've won, or then Kershaw. To those 3, you have off days. Like, they're not the victory formation. Joe Kelly doesn't even get high leverage things anymore.
He's the one who had to save Kenley the other day. I mean, Gonsolin, May, and Joe Kelly are going to have to still throw important innings in this series.
I don't think so, unless it goes 7. But then they'll just lose those games and win the 4th. They can win 3 more games without having to use those guys. They just have to lose another one on the way.
Well, so even if you feel that way, I think the other takeaways are Snell looked dominant against you.
Let me finish. Keep going.
Okay, you got more. I didn't know you had more.
Corey Seager
I'm waiting
hot.
for you to. Yeah. I'm waiting for you.
If you
to
guys would just shut the fuck up, I can do the whole thing I'm trying to do.
Let's hear it.
They didn't use a single pitcher that's part of their winning formula. Their hot bats stayed hot. Corey Seager hits a home run, gets 2 hits. Belly with another. What did Belly do?
0 for 3.
Was it Taylor?
Taylor hit a home run.
Taylor hits a home run. Will Smith stays hot. Like, their bats still did good enough stuff against the Rays winning formula pitchers. So the Rays threw some winning guys at the back end of their bullpen. Dodgers hit them. That bodes well for the future. Who did the Rays clip? No one that the Dodgers really are going to lean on for wins. So I think if you're a Dodgers fan, you can be like, we're not doomed from this.
I just don't.
They clipped Fairbanks and Anderson
whatsoever right now. It's the fucking World Series, man. Why would you want to give away any games. Hey, let's not try so hard in game 2 because game 3 is more important statistically. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's not the point. The point is, hey, they beat Dustin May and Gonsolin. If we won with those guys, that would have been amazing. But it's not the same as beating.
I don't see that.
You're coming in a little low on those guys. Trev, I think you're starting to get into the strategy, which is a little bizarre and a little critical. It's
like Cash going with that lineup game 1. What the fuck was that?
That was bad.
I think the same thing you can say the same thing about the Dodgers and going bullpen game 2.
And we thought, maybe Urias would be available in this game. They didn't go to him. If Gonsolin had a really good season. Gonsolin's career ERA is in the 2s. Dustin May is as talented as they come. And I do think those guys are going to play a factor in this series with bullpen and everything else that's going to come up. And Snell looking really good is the other part that I think is impactful for that. The guy that gets Snell is Taylor right at the end. So Snell got through your lineup again, and you're going to see him again, you'd assume. So I think that is a big takeaway. Like I said in Jake's big statements that we started with, I agree with you. Getting Anderson and Fairbanks is impactful. Anderson is almost it's a problem.